So hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Shivansh. Today I am going to give a presentation of the most distant space object or the human-made object ever reached the out of the heliosphere, the Voyager 1 and 2. Now let's start. Boom! The planets are lining like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn and Neptune are going to form a straight line. The parade of planets. This road is called the parade of planets, which occurs 176 years. The last time this happened was almost 44 years ago. This was a great time to explore all the planets in one go. Now, outside the NASA's Kennedy Space Center, there was one rocket launch. With this rocket name is Titan 2. Inside it was the Voyager 1. So now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lift off! Launch rocket Titan took off from Earth and left the atmosphere. When the rocket reached outer space, it launched the probe Voyager 2, which began its journey. The probe contained a 12-foot antenna which contains, it is a 1.5 feet long and almost 6 feet wide. There is a 12-foot antenna. And here were narrow and wide angle lenses camera. Now on September 5th, 1997, the most famous probe Voyager 1 was launched. It sent us pictures of the Earth and the Moon. It slowly took over Voyager 2, surpassing the Voyager 2. That's why the second probe has number 1 name. Now it began its deep space journey. March 5th, 1979. About 4 Earth-Sun distances away from Earth, the probe approached to Jupiter. It prepared its cameras with narrow and wide angle lenses. Now, so that's why it could take the full length photo of the planet and its satellites. See, this is the Jupiter, the biggest planet of the solar system. This is the great red spot. It's the satellite Io, which have dozens of volcanoes. Now, this was the Sun, the satellite, and this was the Jupiter, which is on the great red spot. It could take full-length photos. Now, the Voyager 1 approached Io. Yes, this is the satellite named Io, which have dozens of active volcanoes which constantly spew lava. Then it pointed its cameras at the great red spot. It can spew. It is a very big storm which could hold almost lots of lightning and from here there was lightning detected for the first time outside our planet. Now this is gone that the Io acted like a electric spectrum for Jupiter because it have a million ants which contain C. This is the electrospectrometer. Now it left because of the gravitational pull. It left 5 months later. Now 5 months later, Voyager 2 came close to Jupiter too. It had rings, but they were not made like Saturn's. Its rings contained dust because first Jupiter had lots of satellites, but now they crumbled into dust because of crashing to each other. Then it gone near the satellite named Europa. They think that there is ice above and inside there must be water. See, you can see these cracks. This is a picture of the Voyager 2. It's seen cracks first time. And this is the Voyager 2 going and it can see dozens of active volcanoes which is spewing lava which can almost stay for almost 6 months. The Voyager 2 and Voyager 1 came because of the gravitational pull. They gone and left faster as they thought. So they need to use less energy. Now November the 9th, 1980, it reached almost 8 Earth-Sun distances, means 8 astronomical miles, and it reached Saturn and seen 3 new satellites, Atlas, Prometheus, Pandora. And it could take almost full-length photos because of the wide-angle camera. And it could pass Saturn rings, that's why it needs to play its thrusters a lot time. And it gone to the Titan. This is water. Water. So that's why the scientists think that there may be life there because of water. Everywhere is life. This is only the moon too have water. And because of another gravity maneuver, it gone above. But it is not going to the line of the parade of planets. This was the Voyager 1. It headed north to the, yes. Now, almost a year later, the Voyager 2 approached the Saturn 2. It seen that the rings were made when the icy lots of satellites collided with each other and formed the ring. Because you can see this, the Prometheus and Pandora colliding with each other. Yeah, these rings are made up of dust. And because of another gravity maneuver, gravity maneuver, and then it will go into dark space. Now 17 Earth sun distances it have traveled. The first ever human-made object approached Uranus. This is the farthest planet, means it's the 7th planet of the solar system. Only the Voyager 2 have explored and it can see almost some rings. It is even colder from the Earth, lower than 90 degrees. This deep space network was controlled and was being tested for the first time. This is called the DSS antenna, Deep Space Station Antenna, also called as DSN, the Deep Space Network Antenna. This was located in the California. Now, the August 5th, 1989, it reached almost 23 Earth-Sun distances. It also approached Neptune, the farthest planet of the solar system. It discovered its 14th moon and the rings of that Uranus. Now, the cameras were turned off to save power. Yes, you can see it have turned off its power. Voyager 1 left the solar system and also Voyager 2 also left the solar system. Now the Voyager 1, which was gone north, sent its last photo. Yes, Venus, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. This was a full family photo. You can discover Earth here. See? And here. This was then the Voyager 2 closed its cameras too. Now it's headed for the star named the Ross 248. Now Voyager 1 approached in December 6, 2004. It passed the termination shock. And this is the solar wind bubble where the solar wind turns cold and then it begins to heat up. But it enjoyed this test and then gone out. The Voyager 2 reached the same boundary, the termination shock. It could see almost 266 Fahrenheit or 130 degrees Celsius. It also managed to survive. They gone to the both direction and they seen that the solar wind bubble, also called as the heliosphere, is not like an oval or the circle. Now, August 25th, 2012, it became the most farthest object ever sent or the human-made object. It also passed almost 153 the 123 Earth-Sun distances. What? This far object means 153 astronomical miles. Yes. So this is the comments. Now it can also see here 153 Earth-Sun distances. It is almost traveling. Now on 3000 years it will reach the old cloud, which is filled with ice and rocky materials. And sometimes it could reach even the star system, but because if it will pass the old cloud, it will discover the exoplanets of the universe. And then they will see some unknown worlds which no one knew. And remember this, there were 5 things launched. The Voyager 1 and 2, the Pioneer 10 and 11, and the most distance which explored Pluto, the New Horizons. These are the golden plates. When it meets any other civilization, it will just send these messages, so they will recognize it. It contains trillions of songs and other new uploading songs. See, this is the planet United States of America. All the songs of the world are uploaded here, and these will be sent and to the another civilization. So now, to get to humanity to there are only Voyager 1 and 2. So if you like my presentation, so then please write down in the comment section below. So please like, share, and who haven't subscribed yet, and then please subscribe. Bye bye.